Hello people of the internet. My friend asked me to try and do this character review, this manner. So we're gonna try it this way. And today, 3.3 got two new characters, and I think it's a good time to look at them. The first one is the Wanderer. We're gonna see why is he really the Wanderer.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Pathetic.
I thought what he's holding, maybe his chest too heavy, but end up he's just holding some kind of memento from his mother. A kid that got to think about his home sometimes as a wanderer.
Silence. The wind rises. Bow your
Not bad, that move looked like missiles. I like that.
head.
Did he just kick? Let me see again.
Bow your head.
Oh,
Bow your
this position I like. When I was young, I used to see this kind of attack very often. More often from my father. But kick people already still so happy. No wonder people like this kind of bad boy. What's this? What? Show magic trick, show halfway, then do this kind of face.
So, while hovering, the Wanderer's normal and charge attacks will be converted into Kugo Fushudan and Kugu Tofukai respectively.
Kongu tofu sounds so delicious, but I don't see any food but more of the violent side. This guy likes to attack soft, but also deadly.
The damage they deal and their
Oh, this one is like, this move I like a lot. All these mechanical birds so annoying. I forced to bring archer character for very long time, but now I can fly into their face and smack them directly. Ooh, good improvement. This character got potential.
Will be increased. Their damage will be considered normal and charge attack damage, respectively. Also,
But the bad thing, the monster didn't die. I don't know how deadly can this guy be. Shall see.
Kugu Tofukai will not consume stamina, and he can remain hovering for a certain duration.
No stamina cost. Wow, infinite. So good.
That's so awesome! He can fly! I know, right? But he can't stay hovering forever.
What? You tease me with such positive attitude. Now you tell me I cannot hover infinite. Where's the fun in traveling like this?
While hovering, the Wanderer constantly consumes Kuguryoku points.
Koguryoku point so fancy. You could just call it like a new patrol system that is to refill every time you use the E also can.
To maintain his hovering state, which is the blue meter you see on the screen.
Blue meter is equal to fuel meter, okay.
Even if he doesn't move or attack, hovering will still consume Kuguryoku points.
Same as helicopter. Just call it helicopter skill so easily. Wasted potential here. They could have used his head as the propeller. More fun.
Okay.
So,
But that one will be under copyright strike by Doraemon. Doraemon has the first one to invent propeller head.
this mechanic works a little differently than our typical stamina meter. There are many possible actions the Wanderer can perform while hovering in the air, which
Oh, many fancy moves while I'm in the air.
rely on Kuguryoku points rather than stamina. So,
You better use different mechanic. Imagine you fly to the sky, then you fall down and cannot run. Just sit there, do what, stare at the monster and wait until they crush my head. Hey, Catalyst some more. Catalyst low HP, easily die.
for example, sprinting mid-air will consume additional Kuguryoku points to accelerate mid-air.
I don't like
And-
this thing. This one, he
Mid-air will consume
keep
additional
teasing his magic
Kuguryoku
move
points
using
to
the black hole.
accelerate mid-air.
Oh,
And
then-
holding
oh,
the
what the hell?
sprint button will cause
Is he trying to tease he can do the same thing as the Animal Archon?
persistent point consumption.
Wait, his kick uses the same move. So this means that he could have used Rasengan instead.
Mid-air and hold
That's his move, showing that he just avoided a lifetime expenses into Naruto Shippuden franchise.
Of course, running out of points will end his hovering state.
Oh, Okay,
Well, so far this guy sounds very fun.
so
So much
travelers will need to
chaos.
plan their actions
Wow.
while hovering.
Exactly. So with his
Too bad I
talent,
got no
Jade
Primo
claimed
gems to
Flower,
play this
when casting
character.
his elemental skill, if it contacts Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro, that instance of the skill will receive a corresponding buff effect depending on which element was contacted.
No, still got
So for
infusion
example,
buff. So
increasing his
complicated
Kuguryoku
design.
points cap, attack, crit rate, or restoring a set amount of energy upon hitting opponents with a normal or charged attack. The Wanderer can have up to 2 different kinds of these buffs simultaneously.
Every time new character come out, I thought I'm reading some kind of thesis. Why the explanation so long, so complicated? But at least all that explanation at the end will come into a very fun character. So we shall see.
Alright, now that we've seen the Wanderer, let's move on to the next new character. Are you
I
ready?
still got another.
I'm ready.
As we have
Yay.
expected, it's the new girl.
What did you say? Oh, I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Faruzan, and I'll see if I can pick that up.
So picky, this character. I like. What kind of idea box is this? So vivid. I think if you take exam with her, you can get A+ very easily. The answers will always show up like a television in the exam hall. So good.
About 100 years ago, Faruzan was an undisputed genius, traveling all around Sumeru and solving many puzzles and mysteries.
Oh,
The notes
genius.
she left behind eventually became the basis of mechanical research for later generations.
Whoa, she sounds pretty amazing.
But later, she accidentally stumbled into some ruins while trying to solve a puzzle.
A genius, but fall into a trap, say it's a puzzle. A very interesting way to twist the story to save her face. That's what I would do also.
There, she encountered some strange phenomenon which stopped her from aging,
So she basically go into a Bermuda Triangle.
and was trapped there for nearly 100 years.
You tell me she's trapped there for 100 years and she didn't die from boredom. I don't believe. You asked me to sit outside for 10 minutes without my phone. I already start to go crazy.
She eventually solved the puzzle and was able to finally return to Sumeru.
No wonder she managed to survive all these long. But 100 years of puzzle solving? I think people will give up after the first 10 minutes of trying. I got 100 years of patience. I think you give me 1,000 years later, you still see me inside that hole. Until some sacrificial goat come in together and suffer with me. Oh, then I got myself a friend to play. Very good.
100 years have
Oh,
passed, yet there
Archer.
hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia. Dare to mess with me?
She get all these fancy gear in
Have fun with
the
this gift.
ruins also. Oh. What the?
I
What is that
love-
stance? You shoot arrow like this, or you just put in pose to let people see how you twist your wrist. Look at the wrist. How are you going to play? You know how heavy is a bow? You hold it like this, your wrist will break. Some more, you look at the accessory she holding. So many accessory. Pulling the wrist down. Later got corporal tunnel. How? I think she forgot she is 1,000 years old, got osteoporosis already, and she still want to put on this fancy pose, trying to strain her wrist so much. But you know, ignoring her age, this still looks like a really fancy and pretty pose.
So, Faruzan is an animo character, and she wields a bow as her weapon. Her normal attacks are the usual bow attacks you'd expect from a bow user, so there's not too much to say about that. But her skills are where things get interesting. Her elemental skill
Oh,
deploys a
mini
pulling heat
vacuum,
and it
so
deals
good.
damage
And
to
it could
enemies.
give energy.
After using
Oh.
her skill, her next aimed shot will become a
Or
special
must
attack
use
that
the
creates a
skill
vortex,
first.
pulling
So
nearby
something like
objects and opponents in.
Sarah.
Oh, nice. So she can clump enemies together.
Yeah, not bad. Like Sarah, but can do crowd control as and when you want. Looks good.
I think it'd be amazing to try hitting teammates with the arrow in co-op mode and have them charge into the enemies to group them all together.
Oh, it sounds like a really fun co-op idea. Look like they think this through.
I'll have to see who wants to try that with me. After unlocking the talent Impetuous Flow, the time required for fully charging Faruzan's next shot will be reduced, and the arrow will reduce the target enemy's ammo resistance.
Reduce animal resistance? Am I hearing things wrongly? Wow. First time. The last time we got this kind of character is an C4 gene. C4 gene so expensive and rare. But now C0 faruzan. That's if you can even get 4-star in the first place. But we shall try our luck anyway, for the sake of building pity.
In her elemental burst, she deploys a dazzling polyhedron and releases a whirlwind pulse. Throughout its duration, the dazzling polyhedron will continuously move along a triangular path.
See,
Once it
Bermuda
reaches each
Triangle.
corner of that triangular path, it will unleash one more whirlwind pulse.
Yeah, 1 minute she's here, the next she's polygone.
Looks fun.
For
Not bad.
100 years! Bada boom!
No. Even Sino's jokes are funnier than that.
It was pretty
All
funny.
right.
Sino, the
Anyway,
young
let's hear
boy,
what
very
effects these
funny.
whirlwind pulses have.
I get his joke a lot.
When the whirlwind pulse hits opponents, it will decrease their animo resistance. It will also apply an animo damage buff effect to all nearby party members when it's unleashed. Travelers should note that the effective range of this buff is quite large, and it's not just within the whirlwind pulse itself, so there's no need to go chasing the polyhedron.
I like what she just said just now, not within the range. Oh, I can't imagine I have to chase after the triangle. Oh, it's like chasing Sealy, going nowhere, going XYZ, but never go straight to where they are supposed to go.
It's pretty hard to beat.
Mhm.
So, the big
Why her dress got 2 holes? What happened? Is it because of the ruins? She go there and lose that 2 piece just to solve that puzzle?
question is, when can travelers expect to get these new characters?
That is a good question. Let's talk about the upcoming event wishes. In the early part of version 3.3, the Wanderer and Arataki Ito will be available via their own event.
So good. This first time they got 2 new character in just one banner. Are they so afraid nobody will play Wanderer? Or they want people to lose their saving for Wanderer so they end up becoming the Wanderer themselves?
Wishes. Faruzan will also be making her debut in these event wishes. In the later part of version 3.3, we'll
I think I know why they're so good. Because Christmas come early.
be seeing rerun event.
Oh, so convenient. Put the mommy right beside. Oh, actually I'm wrong. Not the mommy. Raiden Shogun was his little sister, if I'm not wrong. So kind. Siblings banner in this version updates. What a family reunion. On top of that, we also got brothers together. Ito and Ayato, best friend for TCG. Maybe that's the plan. They're going to show up in the TCG event coming for 3.3. Everything start to fit in like a glove. Oh,
The new 5-star catalyst, Tule Tula's Remembrance, will be appearing in a new weapon event wish.
you tell me the Wanderer uses a remembrance weapon that looks like a bell. What he's trying to do? Trying to be an ice cream seller. It's a very profitable business, but Wanderer don't have ice cream box to sell ice cream. What a scammer. No wonder he got that idol animation.
And that's not all. In version 3.3, 2 brand new artifact series will become available.
Brand new artifact. More reason to spend. Interesting. Let's see.
So travelers should be sure to check out the corresponding domain.
Woo! More artifacts!
All right.
I hope travelers will have fun experimenting and trying new combinations with these.
Oh, Desert Pavilion Chronicle. Basically, is the desert robot scraped into pieces and then use it for wanderers.
Yeah.
Okay, we've already talked about a ton of
Flower of Paradise Lost also sounds like my raisin just got lost again because I spent so much time on Gilded Dreams. I thought that's the best set, now we got this new set. Ooh, never mind, just another day, but the goblet. Strawberries, purple strawberries. Doesn't look very enticing, looks like poison. But the big problem is, where do I drink from this goblet? How can you call a goblet if you cannot drink from it? Hey, useless cup design. Looks fancy though, so I give it 5 out of 10.
Of new content, so why don't we take a quick break with another redemption code?
Sounds
Redemption code means no more fancy new things, so I think this is it from me. I don't know how this video will turn out, but this is my review, a thought on the new character and the new artifact system. Pretty good future, looks like fun things sometimes ahead. But I will look at other people play, cause I got no money for new character. Other than that, goodbye.